What's up YouTube, James Wedmore here. Oh my goodness, I'm doing a video for you. It's been a long time since I did a video just for you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. This is a topic that I help my clients at every level work on. So if you plan on selling more digital products, coaching, or whatever your group program or membership site is in 2021 and beyond, I want to help you increase sales. And so one of the big questions becomes, if something ain't working, like if your launch or your funnel isn't working, we have like two big questions or one big question we could be asking here. Do I have a broken strategy or broken performance? And unfortunately, what most people do is they spend more time here. They're asking, what's the best way to launch? What's the best way to sell? What's the best type of funnel? What's the best way to promote? And they're hopping from strategy to strategy to strategy. Like first they try a webinar, then that didn't work. So then they try a challenge, crap, that didn't work. And they see little pieces of it that worked and little pieces that didn't. Like, man, I couldn't get anybody to my webinar, but the people who were there signed up. Or I got a ton of people to sign up for my challenge, but I couldn't get people to buy my program. So we're seeing a little bit of wins and a little bit of losses, and then we keep hopping from strategy to strategy. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with strategy. Now, strategy itself is everything, but the strategies have been proven. Webinars work, challenges work, automated webinars, automated funnels, all these things you've heard other people do are proven. And if you're hopping around looking for the next one, the best one, you're never gonna pick up the momentum to make one work. The reality is most strategies, most funnels, most launch mechanisms don't work perfectly out of the gate. It's kind of like when you buy like a new electronic. Like you buy a new laptop or a new phone, you open the box and it just works, right? Not like that. It needs tweaking. So 9 times out of 10, if you're deploying any type of strategy or funnel, and it's not working out of the gate, we want to spend the majority of our time here on performance. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. And the reality is you actually can't look at performance until you've been playing the game. It's just like if you played a sport in high school or something like football, your coach the next day after game day would have you do what? Review the highlight reel or review the game footage. You would look at your performance from the past week so you could make tweaks for the next week. And that's how we have to do everything. That's why I say the magic is in the debrief. So I want to tell you about what performance is and how to increase it, because there's a quote I love and it says, tiny hinges swing big doors. So anytime you have any type of funnel launch process, it's really about taking people through a series of steps. Usually it's like you start in one place and you go through a series of, maybe there's like, oh, you can go this way or that way, but you know, you move along and inevitably you get to the end. And the end is a sale, and as Stephen Covey said, we always want to begin with the end in mind. So the goal is to get everyone from here to here, right? And what happens is, every single time we go from one place to the next, we risk losing people. So if this were a webinar, this is your registration page, you're already not going to have a 100% conversion rate on your registration page. So you're going to have people fall out here. You're going to lose people here. You're going to have people get to the confirmation page, but you might not have everyone attend. You know, you're going to have a ton of people that don't attend. So you're losing people here. You might have people that leave at a certain part during the webinar. You might have people that buy on the webinar, but then you have a bunch of people that don't. So every single step in your funnel launch or promotion is a step that moves people forward, which is good, but at the same time risks losing people as well. And you want to think of this as like little leaks and holes in a bucket. And you want to hold as much water in the bucket and fill it with more water so you can carry it to the end. It's kind of like one of those fun like family game competition shows where we got to get the bucket of water to the finish line, right? So that's where performance comes in. And performance always is dealt in percentages. A lot of people get fixated on just the numbers. I made $100,000, great, but if you spent $99,000 on ads, big whoop, right? I made $1 million, great, but if you had 1 million people go through your funnel, your earnings per lead is only $1, big whoop. I'm concerned about percentage, conversions, conversion rates, and that's the amount of people that took the action. And the more we can increase this here at every step of the process, inevitably, by nature, by default, this goes up. And this is why it's so important, because most people are saying, I'm trying to get more people in. I got to focus on more people in. I got to get more people in. Focus, more people. How do I reach more people? But if you had a bucket full of holes and you just kept asking for more water, what good would that do you? Increasing performance is about plugging the holes in your bucket. So how do we do that? Step number one, you have to measure. You have to measure every single step of your funnel and launch. How many people are coming to this page? How many people are going from this page to this page? How many people are going from this to this to this, whatever. And we're going to have a percentage measure at each one. Now, I won't go into, for every different type of funnel, every different type of launch, there are guidelines and ranges that you should be shooting for. But we can start here with like a landing page. And if you're not hitting about 30% opt-in rate, registration rate on that, we want to start working on improving that. So step number one is to document everything. Know thy numbers. Learn the language of your numbers, because your numbers are trying to tell you a story, and they tell you a very different story than your emotions, my friend. Let me tell you. Then, 9 times out of 10, what is preventing this from increasing is a copy problem. I would say 80-20. So 80% of it is copy. So it's the wrong copy, it's not clear copy, it's vague, it's a message mismatch to your audience, but it's not what's moving the needle. It's not language, it's not words, it's getting people to take that next step. And so the first thing you want to look is, how can I improve, change, tweak my copy? How can I do a split test on this? And you want to start from the top down. I'm talking headline, subhead, call to action, right? And improve on that. And then about the 20%, you know, there's always different schools of thought, but I don't really care. And that's design. For example, if I have an opt-in page like this, and my call to action opt-in button is way down here, people aren't going to take the time to scroll, most likely. Some people are out and they're going to leave before they get down there, right? So design, formatting, the look and feel, where the eye gets drawn to plays a critical role in conversion rates, in performance of your pages, but so does your copy. And this is what we want to focus on first. So 9 times out of 10, if something's not working, if you're not getting the sales that you like, but you're putting something out there, you're doing a funnel, if you've seen the strategy be done by others, you know, you don't want to create and invent your own strategies until you've mastered the strategies you've learned from those that you learned from. Pretty simple. So if it's been proven by others, then there's probably nothing wrong with the strategy. And you know what they say, you try to chase 2 rabbits, you end up catching none. You try to chase all these other strategies, you end up winning at none. So you pick one and you play with it until you get it to work. You tweak the pages, the copy, the design until you can increase that performance so that it works, okay? And you want to actually play around with these numbers. Well, if I increase this by 5 percentage points and I increase this by 2%, would that make it profitable? Would it make it worthwhile? Would it make it so that I could start investing ads into it, driving other traffic sources or affiliates to it, okay? So 9 times out of 10, you want to look here, not there. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to do a YouTube video. It's been a while. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care.